I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit.
Okay, so some top tips to get your Christmas lawn in condition. It really starts at spring. You have to do a spring renovation. Low mowing, scarification, aerating, top dressing, leveling out, and a bit of extra water for a couple of weeks. Some fertilizer to bring that lawn back. Another top tip is do deep, infrequent morning waterings. Why we do that is because we want that water nice and deep so the root system grows deep, and it's more efficient, it uses less water, and you'll get a healthier plant. During the summer months, aim for watering twice a week. During the winter months, you're watering once every 7 to 10 days. If you're on water restrictions, you've got some limitations. Do your watering in the morning as you're allowed. Mowing's very important, and it's the easiest stage of thatch management control. If you let your lawn get too long, the thatch will build up very quickly. So regular mowing is key. During the springtime, after your renovation, after you've got about a 50-60% recovery, start mowing. That'll cause it to thicken it up and grow laterally rather than growing up. It will still grow up, and you've got to keep on top of that and mow no more than a third at the time. When the grass gets really moving in the late spring and early summer, you'll have to do more mowing. So it's going to be 2 to 3 times a week. If you're not like me, you could be doing it 5, 6, 7 times a week. Once your lawn is in excellent condition and all covered, you might consider using Plant Growth Regulator. Plant Growth Regulator works to limit the height of the vertical growth and make it grow laterally. What the benefit will be is you'll have reduced clippings, so you won't need to mow as much, and you won't have as many clippings offcuts afterwards, and it'll really thicken up that sward, which will protect the ground and save that bit of evaporation, also be a much more effective weed mat. Speaking of weeds, you really have to get into your pre-emergent herbicides for your grass type. Pre-emergent means before they come up. So in March, I treat my area with embargo to combat your winter weeds such as winter grass. So a March treatment thereabouts, early April, and for your summer weeds you're looking in your November, December time, and I use the same product, embargo. There are other pre-emergent herbicides on the market. Just read the label, use as directed, and make sure it's suitable for your grass type. Grooming is a really important part of what I do. What grooming does is it removes the excess laterals that build up. So if you've got excess laterals forming over each other, they'll create more thatches, as creating more shade. So it's kind of like thinning out the grass vertically, cutting it, and it'll also cut the top of the crown of the plant, creating more growing points. So it's thinning it out to thicken it up and make it nice and uniform. Obviously mowing, cylinder mowers to get the line effect of like what I've got here are completely necessary, because the roller on the back will fold the grass over. The lines you get from going in different directions, not changing heights, and the sun reflecting on the grass blade bent over in 2 different directions gives you the effect. You can get lines with a rotary mower. You just need a weight behind the rotary mower to drag along, and you will get the effect. However, the cylinder mower is a much cleaner cut. It cuts like a pair of scissors. Look, cylinder mowers are much more expensive than rotary mowers, so always look within your budget. Look, this would look great having a rotary mower go over it, and just a couple of mils higher, it'd still look very, very neat. So just always think about your budget, because cylinder mowers cost a lot more and they cost a lot more to maintain. Of course, early in the season, or any time that you notice that there is an issue with your lawn, such as fungal issues or issues with bugs, treat them as soon as you get onto, as soon as you notice the issue. And I even treat for bugs, even though I don't have any, simply as a preventative. So there's products like Aerate GR but there's also an insecticide coming out start of next year called History by Lawnporn, which is actually a contact killer, which will get rid of those bugs such as African black beetle. But look, more or less, any other tips I could give you is, okay, you've done your aerating and everything in your spring renovation. Early summer, do it again, simply because you'll get that little bit of movement with the grow in, so get that little bit unlevel. But we also just want to keep aerating that soil so the filtration happens, so the water can get down to the root zone, and the air and the nutrients get down to the root zone nice and easy and stay there. Soil wetters are essential in the Australian climate, simply because if the soil gets hydrophobic, which will get a waxy layer on the top of the soil, the water won't be able to get in. If the water's not getting in, then the plant will die because the roots aren't getting the water. But get your soil wetters, will get that water in, and it will also keep that water at the root zone so it's available for the plant. It will also lessen the evaporation, and it's just an essential product and really is the main secret of success. And then fertilizers, and Lawnporn have a fantastic range. The starting point of your fertilizing is grabbing a bag of 4 seasons, putting that down. That will give you up to 16 weeks of feeding, so a whole season, and that can be used every season. Spring, summer, winter, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Yeah, it's come together, and once you get on top of it, it's just much easier than you think it is. Honestly, the last couple of weeks, I've only spent probably 20 minutes a day, really looking after it. But that is going overboard. You get away with it for a couple of times a week and still have a fantastic lawn. Looking the guts. Deep, dark, defined lines, double cut. Your beauty. And do I cut Christmas Day? Yeah, I do. Even though my wife gets a bit mad at me. But we don't actually have any neighbours around here at the moment, so this will get a cut Christmas Day. But I'm not doing a video tomorrow, and just spending time with the family, no Lawnporn stuff. So this is the final video of the series. This is my Christmas lawn, and look, I would have edged it as well, but we're on a bit of a time limit. We've got to go do some quick shopping and that, and for Christmas, and then we'll come back a bit later on and I'll edge it up, but it won't be in enough time to do the video, so hence why it isn't in the video. It's always a good way to get your lawn really looking neat, is do the edging first, then do the edging with an edger, then get to it with a whippersnipper just to neaten it up just that little bit more, and then give it a mow. Alright everybody, well I hope you enjoyed the Christmas series of Lawnporn. Get your lawn on, and have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year. Get your lawn on. Don't just think you're going to have a great lawn, believe it.